Okay guys, so we have had an amazing time down here at Jump 360, or Pumuch 063 as it says backwards. Yeah, it was meant to be funny, it wasn't. We've had an amazing time. Thank you to Jump 360 for being so kind to us, and we'll see you guys soon.
Peace out, fam.
So today we are here to do a meet and greet with some fans. We basically had a free weekend and we thought let's go do some meet and greets. So we tied it in with our album as well, because our new album's coming out. And yeah, we're just doing a meet and greet, but we thought that normal meet and greets were getting a bit tedious because we've done so many of them, so we was like, how can we change it up a little bit? So we thought we'd do them in trampoline parks because they're cool. Yeah.
And we get to jump on trampolines as well.
Do you like trampolining?
I never really considered it until
A hobby of yours, no?
Yeah, until this weekend, boys. It's a blast. Like
I used to go to like gyms and gymnasiums when I was younger, so this is like an upgraded version of like what I used to do when I was younger. Like there was nothing like this ever existed. Like, this sounds old when I say this. Like, nothing like this existed when I was like young. So it's cool. I wish it was around when I was young.
Yeah, I like the basketball feature. Like, majority of them have like a basketball hoop, and I used to play basketball and like stuff when I was younger. So yeah, that's the thing I can.
So off the new album, what's like the favourite?
I can't really pick a favourite because there's two that are like on par for me, but there's one called Unconditional and one called I Want You, and they're my two favourites. They're probably Leo's least two favourites as well. Like,
yeah, they're good songs. Like, obviously, me and Charlie have like a very different, but with different music taste. And so, you know, that kind of works because he implements his influences, I implement my influences, and
we
then
argue about them a lot. And
then we just kind of do what we can to like integrate them, and then yeah, it works. I'd say my two favorite songs off the album. It's a really hard one. I'd probably say Not Alone, and it's hard. One of my singles, 1,000 Years, is really good as well. Yeah,
it's a good song.
Who is the favourite person you've toured with, and who would you like to tour with in the future?
Favourite person we've toured with? That's difficult.
Yeah, because if they see this, it's kind of awkward.
Favourite person we've toured with? We haven't actually toured with many people, but then people that have toured with us, like a lot of like we had a bunch, like a group of like, but then I don't think they're together now. I think they are. This is really awkward. But they were called Mr. Mina, and like they were four guys, and they were so cool, and they were like some of my favourite people, and I'm still in contact with them today. Especially like one of the guys called Jordan. Like, you know, we still talk now, and he was really cool, and they just come on the tour and they just appreciated everything we give them, because we like to think of ourselves as quite welcoming hosts. So yeah, I think it's, you know, we have toured with some big people as well, but I think when you have an act that's on your show and you know, you're doing them a favour in a way, I think it kind of just makes you want to interact with them more and stuff, because you know, they're so grounded and they're so grateful for the opportunity you're giving them. So
yeah,
I feel like we've had a lot of really nice people on tour with us. Like, there's one guy called Lucas Riga. He's quite a big German pop star, and like we had some Americans on tour with us, Johnny Orlando and Mackenzie Ziegler, and they were all really nice people, and you know, we just got on with them because
I completely forgot we toured with them until you said that.
Yeah.
They didn't come within the range of people. I just completely forgot.
But yeah, they're probably like some of my favourites that we toured with. Lucas Riga, legend. Like, talk to him every single day. Same as Johnny. And yeah, we just, whenever we're like near them, we just hang out with them. Some other people are looking to tour with soon are Marcus and Martinez. They're like really cool, and yeah, we
I
can't
have a bigger streak with Martinez than I do anyone.
Me, mate.
It's so weird.
He literally talks to Martinez more than he talks to me.
It's so weird because like when we met them, like Leo instantly clicked with Marcus and I instantly clicked with Martinez.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was just so weird. It was just so weird. It was like we had known them for years. Like, it's crazy.
But yeah, shout out to them. They're cool.
Yeah. They are.
yeah. You got to that. Oh, what would you be doing now if you went into like music career?
Probably nothing. Probably causing trouble somewhere, doing something stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I was quite the toe rag growing up, so I don't know where I'd be now if I didn't get brought off of that path. No, I wasn't that bad. I was just a very like I don't even know how to word it. I was just a very like disobedient child, but then like doing music like made me stop that, made me listen to my parents more, made me kind of like put me on the right path and stuff, and just made me knuckle down and do things that are going to benefit me in life rather than what I wanted to do at the time. So yeah, it's definitely changed my life a lot and definitely brought me on a better path than, you know, what I possibly could have been. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, you know, I had to sacrifice my education in some ways to do the band, but like, you know, education is very important, don't get me wrong, but nothing has changed my life more, impacted my life more than what music did. So yeah.
What's it like being away? You've been touring for quite a long time.
Yeah. So like,
what's it like being away from your family?
Yeah, it's one of those things, because we joined it so early. I think it was a good thing because we wasn't, I don't know, because we was brought into it in a time where we was both like quite, not immature, but like very young. So being taken away from family and pushed into a life of fame and stardom didn't really impact us. You know, we was too caught up in the world of that to worry about what was at home. Whereas if we was older, you know, we had more responsibilities or blah blah blah, then I think it would have affected us more because we'd be more worried about what was going on at home. Whereas at that age we didn't really care. So now we're a little bit older and we care. We tend not to care because we're used to not caring, if that makes sense. So like, you know, we do miss home and stuff, but it doesn't really play on your mind until you're actually on your way home or you've just gone away. So, but I mean, we've been doing it 3.5 years now, so it's just like any other job. It's like, you know, some people work 9 to 5 and it's exactly the same. You know, we don't class it as a job because it's more of a hobby than a job because we enjoy what we do. But it is in the same principle, it's exactly the same, you know.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, sometimes you just sit there and like when you're listening to your music when you're about to go to sleep and you just think of your mum and your dog and your sister. And yeah, I do get homesick sometimes, but like then I think of all the cool places we get to see when we're on tour. Like, yeah, like Stockton-on-Tees. And you know, when we go to places like Monaco and like France and Germany and Poland.
I love how you didn't say any of the exotic countries.
And Japan.
Main European countries.
Yeah.
Nothing about Australia, Japan, America.
We just get to see loads of like sick countries and like loads of sights, and they're phenomenal. And yeah, even though being home is pretty cool, chilling with your dog and going for walks.
You're making them emotional now.
Yeah, I
This.
actually feel really homesick today, funny enough. But like,
I'm sorry.
It was weird because we can go away for 2 months and he's never mentioned being homesick, and we've literally been away 2 days.
yeah, 2 days and I'm like, I want to go see my dog.
Dog's always the most important thing.
Yeah, the dog is the best one.
Do you ever get nervous before you go perform?
Not really.
I feel like if it depends. If it's like a set list that you've like rehearsed a lot and you've been touring for like one tour already and you're going on and touring it again. But I feel like when you've got a new songs in the set list, and like obviously on a new album we're gonna have a lot of new songs, I feel like I will get nervous because it's like it's new and it's scary. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't really tend to get nervous. Just something I've never really been. I've never been a nervous person when it comes to performing and stuff. Oh well, BGT was probably the only time I've been nervous whilst performing. Yeah, that's just another level of stress and pressure. But apart from that, I don't think I've ever been nervous. I don't think I've ever been like backstage and felt nervous about a show. Actually, no. One time I was nervous. One time I was nervous is when we performed in I think it was Switzerland. Is it Switzerland that we did this stage show?
Oh yeah.
And Akon was also there, and like.
You like
Akon was sat behind, like watching us perform, and I felt a lot of pressure then because I was like this guy I listened to growing up, and he's watching me perform. Like it was a little bit weird. Like I was obsessed with Akon around the ages of like 9 to 13. So obviously I haven't listened to him since then, but when he's just put in front of your face and then you go and perform in front of him, it was like, whoa, this is a bit. Yeah, that's the only time I think I've ever felt like a little bit nervous.